أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولن تستطيعوا أن تعدلوا بين النساء ولو حرصتم فلا تميلوا كل الميل فتذروها كالمعلقة وإن تصلحوا وتتقوا فإن الله كان غفورا رحيما. Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I recited Surah An-Nisa Ayat number 129. In this ayat, Allah tells us to those people who have more than one wives that they have no control on their love, that is love from the heart. So this way they will have some more love with someone and less with someone, but Allah said Allah will forgive this trend that is from the heart, but what is apparent, like the justice, like equality between the wives, the equal treatment, they must do it. So this is very important, because at the day of judgment Allah will ask about this. We read this ayat, we will understand. So Allah said walan tastatiu, walan, and you will never, tastatiu, able to maintain, antadilu, justice. So you are unable to, Allah said you are unable to maintain justice, or you will never be able to maintain justice. Justice means equal treatment. Bain an-nisa, among the wives. So walan tastati'u an tadilu bain an-nisa, and you will never be able to maintain justice, equal treatment among your wives. Walau harastum, even if you are to strive it, like if you have desire to do it, so you will be unable to maintain the justice also. Fala tamilu, so you don't incline, kullal maili, completely to one. Fala tamilu kullal maili, so you do not incline completely to one. Fatazaruha, leaving, kal muallaka, other, hanging or suspended. So fala tamilu kullal maili fatazaruha kal muallaka, so you do not incline completely to one, leaving other suspended. Wa in tuslihu, and if you reconcile, wa tattaku, and fear Allah, fa inna Allah, then Allah, kana ghafura rahima, then Allah is the most forgiving, the most merciful. So we learn in this ayat, walan tastati'u an ta'dilu baina an-nisa'i walau harastum fala tamilu kullal maili fatazaruha kal mu'allaka wa in tuslihu wa tattaku fa inna Allah kana ghafurar rahima. So, and you will never be able to maintain justice, like equal treatment, among your wives, even if you are to strive it. So you do not incline completely to one, leaving other suspended. And if you reconcile and fear Allah, then Allah is the most forgiving, the most merciful. So in this ayat, we can see, so there is the main purpose is the inclination from the heart, like love from the heart. So that may be different with different wives. So possible. For example, if the wife one is young and other is old, then there is possibility the person trend will be towards the young one. And if one is more beautiful and other is less beautiful, so more beautiful will be more attractive to the person. So with by the heart, by the love, naturally. Similarly, like one was maiden and other was widow when at the time of marriage. So automatically the person who were maiden, the person's heartly trend that will be toward that. Similarly, if one is like good looking and good man with the good manners and have good management and arrangement and organization, so that and then the other, then automatically that will take more place in the heart of the person. So this type of trend, that is because of the person's heart, which is by nature. So that is Allah said that will be forgiven. So no one will be asked about that, because if the personal trend is like from the heart, if more love to someone, because this is like Allah will forgive this. But what is not forgiven, that is the apparent things, like the house, the residence, the dress or clothing, and the food, like food and shelter, food, shelter, clothing, and other lawful needs of the wife. So those must be fulfilled equally with everyone. Like if you have two wives, three wives, four wives, then everyone must have the same. Like you have to contribute to everyone equally. So this is very important. So equal treatment is important also. Even equal turns you have to go to. You can make arrangement of the nights like equally. So with your wives, so that there should be justice. You have to maintain it. وَلَن تَسْتَطِيعُوا أَن تَعْدِلُوا بَيْنَ النِّسَاءِ. Allah said you will not be able to maintain the justice, because this is because of the heart, the person's affiliation of the heart. But in the appearance you are allowed to maintain it. So you have to look after the needs of your wives. You have to fulfill them equally with everyone. So this will be justice. You have to maintain it among everyone. So mashallah, then you will get the reward of that with Allah at the day of judgment. Mashallah. And Allah said here that you are, even if you are like trend from your heart, if that is more concentrated to someone and is not too much with other one, so you don't ignore other one. You are not to leave other one. فَلَا تَمِيلُوا كُلَّ الْمَيْلِ فَلَا فَتَذَرُوهَا كَالْمُعَلَّقَةِ. You have not to make it suspended or hanging. Suspend and hanging mean, so you are not to fulfill the rights and responsibilities which are on you with respect to your wife. If you are not doing that, at the day of judgment, you will be answerable at the day of judgment. Allah's Prophet Messenger Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that if a person who has two wives, and if the person has more trend towards one than the other, at the day of judgment, this person will come at the day of judgment. So his one side of the person will be bending, like it's bending, like if a person has like some type of leprosy or something. So this will be like this one side of the person will not be working, like this will be the situation there. So this way, equal treatment with everyone is very important in order to get rid of success, get rid of all problems. To get the success at the day of judgment, you must have to maintain justice among the wives. So this is very important. So women also, they can cooperate with the husband, like you can see the Sauda radiallahu ta'ala anha. So because he was very old, and she has given her turn to Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha. This way, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was to stay with Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha 2 days, 2 nights. Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha also revealed that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after Salatul Asr, he was to visit all the houses of his wives. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was to visit every house, every wife. So this way, this is a sunnah, like if a person who has more wives, after Salatul Asr, the person can go to see all wives, like this is also a sunnah. And a good thing also, because you need to understand the needs of them. So then you have to fulfill those one also. Anas radiallahu ta'ala anhu also revealed that this is a sunnah of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, like this is when you are just to marry a girl who is maiden, so then you have to stay with that 7 nights, and then you have to make the turn with the other, like this way. Similarly, if you are just to marry a widow, then you have to stay with the widow like 3 days, 3 nights, and after that you have to make the turn. So this hadith is in Bukhari also. So this way is the best thing is that you have to maintain justice, and you don't have hatred from anyone, and don't make any of your wife to be suspended, or to have a hanging, like this is not a good thing, because you have to, if you don't like it, then you have to give divorce, so that she can marry any other person also. So that is very important also. So if you are unable to maintain justice with your wives, then you must have only one, and because one wife will be enough for you then. So because you are unable to, because there is a special condition for a Muslim who is just to have more than one wife, then their condition is to maintain the justice. If the person is unable to maintain the justice, then that person must have only one wife. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was to, mashallah, he was to manage equality and justice with the wives, and he was requesting Allah that whatever is in my control, I am trying to do that, and what is under your control, and you have to be merciful on me, and help me to, because I have like something that is not under my control. But that was the love, because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was having more love with Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha as compared to the others. So this way, in this ayat, Allah told clearly that the trend from the heart, the love, if you have with someone more and someone other less, that will be forgiven at the day of judgment, because Allah will not ask you about that. Now, is the other thing is very important. If in the house, if the situation becomes vulnerable, or problem or disputes, they are happen because of some trouble within the, maybe something happened from the wife or from the husband, then they must do apologize each other. Then they have to request for forgiveness, and then they have to reconcile, because Allah said, وَإِن تُصْلِحُوا وَتَتَّقُوا. So, and if you reconcile and fear Allah, فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ غَفُورًا رَحِيمًا, then you will find Allah the most merciful and most forgiving also. So that is very important. You have to look after and make inside house the situation more comfortable, with peace and prosperity and happiness, and so that there should be a nice atmosphere within your house. And we request Allah to provide us your mercies and blessings in order to maintain peace within our house, so that we should have a comfortable life in this world and also have a comfortable life in hereafter. Allah give us tawfiq. Ameen.